Hey everybody. Okay, we are here with another micro video. This particular micro video is really fun because this is the one time that Team Linvander had a chance to jump in and do some actual design work for this game. Just for the record, this game, Sprawl Ops, and all of its awesomeness was designed by Dylan Bertolo. Dylan Bertolo is a very awesome writer, and he was, as an author, actually in the Shadowrun universe. I'm kind of a fan, and him and I actually had a chance to, be published together in a world of shadows. So, we're kind of like this. We're kind of oh my, as we call it in Shadowrun universe. Anyway, the point is, let's get into this video here because my colleagues here are looking at me kind of weird. Here with Josh and Aaron from Team Linvander.
Hey, Kickstarter.
Hey.
And we are going to present to you the cooperative expansion that turns this amazing competitive game into a fully cooperative game. Why? Because we at Linvander can't play nice, so we have to play cooperative videos, or we have to play cooperative games together, and so that's why we are kind of like the cooperative guys. So we turn everything competitive into cooperative. It's kind of our
it's our jam.
It's our jam. Let's break it down. If you haven't seen any of the other videos that kind of show the components of Shadowrun Sprawl Ops as a competitive game, or the playthrough video, or any of the downloaded rules or anything that has been provided, we highly recommend that you go and check that out first, because you need to have a basic understanding of the game before we break into how the cooperative version works. I'm gonna leave it at this stage and pass it over to Josh and Aaron, and they're gonna give you guys the rundown.
All right, cool. So you'll see right away we're shooting this video from a different direction, and that's because the sprawl is real. The cooperative expansion adds another board at the end of the main board, way down there, which represents a very large megacorp looking to take over Seattle by force, pushing out all of the local crews. So unlike the standard game where we attempt a final mission, the first player to win the final mission wins the game, our objective here is to uncover all of the plots for the new megacorp by interrogating its agents who are taking over the city. And if we can successfully defeat each of those plots, which are basically missions, if we can beat them all before the city is completely taken over, or before the agents just run out, then we win the game. And unlike the standard game, we're actually able to collaborate on missions.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the progress that one player makes on a mission stages is kept and tracked. Aaron's going to show you that over there.
So
just like the standard game, that's a pretty regular mission. It's got a few extra rows.
and the reason those extra rows are still doable is because as you go, you'll track which row you're on with one of these tokens. And progress of other runners going through those plots still applies when you go to attempt them later.
Now we're just going to show you right now that this is a prototype that we've made in-house. We don't have the actual artwork assigned to it yet, but there will be some delicious Shadowrun art.
Oh yeah, it's going to fit nicely with the rest of the game.
we've got some great artwork for it coming up. So, oopsies.
All right.
Done.
So, the game plays exactly the same as the competitive one. All the phases are the same, except that there are two new steps at the beginning of each round. The first one is the event step, where we draw an event card. And this will tell us, this will tell us where any agents appear on the board.
Undercover, place this event on the crime mall. Agents here cannot be revealed this round using the recon action. We add agents. Now it has 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, 5-player, and 6-player. So if you end up getting the 5-player or 6-player expansion, hint hint,
this will work.
You actually have a chance to use it in the expansion.
So we're going to take agents from the pool, randomize them. That's these tokens here. They're shifty looking guys.
Yeah.
They're going to go onto the locations listed, and they cause us some grief. Which ones are they?
We are going 2-player. So we got 3 players.
We'll do set up for 3 players. That's how we've got that set up.
So we've got 1 and 2, Mr. Johnson and Crime Mall and DeGear's Lair.
Okay, so most of the places we can get good stuff. All right.
Yeah, that's actually really bad because you can't get.
Yeah, it's going to make it difficult to get missions. It's going to make it difficult to get more items. It's going to make it difficult to fish them out of this
places event card in the Crime Mall.
Yeah. And then the undercover protects them. So the way these guys work is when we go to a location with one of our runners, let's say I want to go shopping in the crime mall, I get to reveal all of the agents there and try and defeat them as if they were a mission. So this agent now requires me to try and pass a mission which requires 1 mage success.
Oh, that's not good at the beginning. You don't have any mages.
No, this guy, so the character I sent there is Movus. Movus has double-decker symbol, so I might be able to roll that over 3 rolls. I can't die due to an agent, but I can become injured, which will cause trouble for me later.
Man, that's really hard at the beginning.
Yeah, and once you get a few cards, it gets a little easier.
What a setback.
However, as long as I'm not outnumbered by agents in a location, I still get to use it. I just might become injured in the process.
Crazy.
Now, if I do succeed and I defeat the agent, I keep that token, I add it to my player board. This agent is now potential intelligence that we can go and interrogate.
That's what the symbols on the back of these plot cards are for. We can't actually reveal those plots and start attempting their conditions until we've committed enough of the agents that we've collected to those cards to track down the information required to find out what that plot even is. When we send one of our runners to the interrogate space, we can move any number of agents that we've collected from our character board onto one of those plot cards to contribute to those symbols later on.
Yep.
Very worker placement-y.
And the conversions work the same way there as well. So if we're putting extra symbols we can't necessarily use, we can still convert 2 of the same into a symbol we need. So if we don't find an agent that has a face symbol, for example, because some of the plots have face icons on them, we can still use 2 of something else in exchange.
Okay. All right, so did you kill that agent? I don't think you got him.
Well, I would have to do that
Let's
as
do it, well, yeah. Yeah, so,
right, so-
you move to the crime wall.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
mean,
what
I'm
happens.
gonna have to
Let's
do
it.
three rolls
This
with
agent's gonna
double
take you
decker.
down.
So 1 success.
Ooh.
That's bad. So I actually will be injured in the process. But I still finished the...
You got the 2 successes, so you're
Yeah.
injured.
I'm injured, so I won't be able to do a mission later, but I did get the agent, and I can still do the thing.
The reason the missions are still important is that we still play through the smaller missions that are in the core game in order to get money and continue that loop of being able to upgrade our guys.
Yeah, you're still going to need all of those resources in order to be able to actually take on the end plots, right? And to be able to buy the cards to
Yeah,
level up
because
your
you're still going to
crews.
run out of money. You just have to.
Yeah.
You're still building the game exactly like the original Sprawl Ops, except you're not against each other. You're against this crazy board over here.
And we're working together, but we're not really the same team. We can't share resources. We can't gift money. We're still out for our own individual ends. It's just right now, there's a bigger, scarier threat that we got to deal with together. Everyone's got to band together and take it out.
Now,
Yeah.
how that threat actually defeats us is another part of the problem.
Yeah.
If we ever run out of those agent tokens, either
If we
because
leave-
they're all over the board or they're assigned to some of these plots, we lose the game.
So that little stack of agent tokens.
Yeah, there's 20 of them.
So 20 of them get put on the board. Geo.
Yep.
Game over.
Now, the other way we can lose
And that
the game-
includes holding on to them here too, right?
Yeah.
If you ever have to place agents and there aren't any left, you lose.
So you
Whoa.
want to be pretty careful to make sure you're spending those efficiently and flipping over those plot cards. as
That's
quickly
kind of the
as possible.
push-pull of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other reason you got to watch those agents is because at the end of the round, for all of the agents remaining on the board, we roll a die, and for every skull result, this token moves forward 1 space on the takeover track.
Whew.
And when it reaches the end, that mega corporation actually takes over the
They
city.
just own Seattle. Yeah, we're screwed then.
Gross. That's a Zaibatsu you don't want to mess with.
Yeah. And that's basically the game. There is no final mission because the plot replaces the final mission, and we're just trying to basically work together to get all of the intelligence to uncover the plots and then do all of those plots.
Which, where you're normally going through like 4 steps in a final mission, in this case, we're going through well over that.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6 usually.
Yeah. And that's times 3 cards.
Yep.
So you're going
well,
to-
times 1 card per player. There's
Yeah.
1 plot per player.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just means that we all have to complete the final mission.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, there we go. That is our cooperative play. For the full playthrough video of other things, if you haven't seen it yet, please check out the rest of the Kickstarter. Thank you guys so much for backing. It's actually really cool to know that we're doing so well on the Kickstarter here, and we look forward to seeing you at conventions in the future so you can check out this awesome game and its expansions.